Howdy, y'all. It's perfect. Best intro ever. Won't have to restart. So this is a trailer for a movie called The Mummy, 2026. I'm not seeing Brendan Fraser's name, Tom Cruise's name, even Boris Karloff. Wasn't he the original Mummy? Yeah, so I can only imagine this is something completely different, but called The Mummy. That's right, let's check it out.
Can I get 2 slices of pizza?
No.
Of course, honey.
No, you never ever finish 2.
Hello?
Mr. and Mrs. Cannon, I'm Deputy Chief at the U.S. Embassy. Your daughter Katie has been found. She's
As a mummy. Well, I guess not that shocking. The thumbnail is literally a picture of a creepy little girl. So there's that. She's a mummy. Okay.
alive.
It's very important you fully prepare yourselves for what you're about to see. No sudden moves. No loud noises.
Hey, Butterfly. It's Mom and Dad.
Yeah, we are here.
I like this build up. I'll give them that. This is really cool. Just the slow. It reminds me, for whatever reason, of I don't know where I've read this, but somewhere it was talked about how in Silence of the Lambs, the whole build up to Hannibal Lecter was intentionally done in a way to be like, dark corridors, you just keep going deeper and deeper in, and then there he is all isolated by himself. It builds this tension of who this character is, right? Just from cinematography alone, just from build up alone. So I do kind of like the whole, prepare yourself for what you're about to see. No sudden movements, no loud noises. We're not getting a clear shot of her face, even though the thumbnail sort of gave up the game. So that's a nice touch,
Hey, Butterfly.
I don't get, nor do I approve of, I don't even know what kind of shot this is. It's like foreground is focused, background is focused, but there's like a line of blur. Like, is this a new technique? Is this like a new lens? No, that wouldn't make sense. Is this AI? Because it looks ugly. I didn't see that already. It took away the intrigue. See, look at that. It's like you see her. It's like she's not in that shot. It's very cheap looking because the blur looks like it's hiding the fact that these are two distinct scenes that they had to splice together in post or something.
Yeah, we are here. We're here.
She's been missing for 8 years. What was our daughter doing in a 3,000-year-old sarcophagus?
Her nails grew that much in 8 years, I guess. Sure.
She just needs our care and lots of love.
How many others were found?
57.
How many of them were still alive?
What happened to Katie? What really happened to her? Loto, Señor de los Milagros.
Say something.
Loto, Señor de los Milagros.
Say something.
Is this in a way connected to the... Well, no, because they wouldn't call it The Mummy, right? Wasn't the Tom Cruise movie called The Mummy? I never saw that one, so I couldn't tell you what was going on with it, except that supposedly they're going to try an alternate universe, a cinematic universe with the Universal monsters. I don't know how true that is. I'd believe it, given how creatively bankrupt the system is. But is this connected in some way? Or, again, we just decided to call it The Mummy because a mummy's involved. Night at the museum. I should have called it The Mummy. Am I right?
Say something. Say something.
Don't worry, Grandma. It's fun to be dead.
So it's just a creepy girl. It's just supernatural phenomenon. Kids are getting kidnapped. I assume just kids are getting kidnapped in Cairo, being turned into mummies. I imagine from all the other mummy-related movies with the same name even, they're all about, a world-ending Egyptian phenomenon, I guess, right? So this is the same, but creepy girls, too. It's just, if you include a shower scene, a grown woman naked in a shower, then I'll finally finish my horror movie bingo card. Yeah, like that scene. That seems straight out of the Tom Cruise movie. I'm just saying.
I just want my daughter back.
Oh, Lee Cronin is the mummy. The YouTube channel just said the mummy, so you really have to specify here, guys, for fuck's sake. It annoys me to no end when they don't even try to make it a different title. Could have named that anything. What happened to Katie? That seems to be the big question this trailer's producing, providing, giving to its audience. So why not call it that? No, it has to do with the mummy, I guess. The missing 57. I'm spitballing here. Yeah, the Cairo. That time Katie got lost in Cairo and got turned into a mummy and bit her grandma. That's what you should have called it. Anyways, check out the comments. Top comments. So not the one where Brendan Fraser is coming back. I mean, honestly, the guy, as much as I love him, I know he's kind of a meme currently. So yeah, you could totally just bring back another mummy movie with Brendan Fraser and people would fucking eat that shit up. I would, even though, and I say this about all horror movies too, The Mummy was funny and ridiculous, but it still had its moments where it could be scary. That's not true. It was 100% just all ridiculous. Never mind. I take all that back. But it wasn't, I don't know. I never saw it as a horror movie. I saw it as an action film. It was like an Indiana Jones flick, only with Brendan Fraser instead of Harrison Ford. I kind of thought that's where that guy's career was going, honestly. Here we are. I think the biggest problem is going to be to find VCR. When the tape shows up with Katie's name, I'm like, oh, is it analog horror as well? Is this going to become found footage? That's not on my horror movie bingo card, but I'm sure it's on a lot of people's. Megan 3, I Want My Mummy. I don't even know why I read that one. Not the mummy I was expecting. Yeah, for real. All these mummy movies, where's the daddy? No representation in Hollywood, I'm telling you. Brendan Fraser would have saved the day in this one. Yeah, he would have shown up with his sackload of guns. just start blasting the little girl. When you order a mummy from Temu. Yep, this is the mummy we have at home. Is that also the term? It seems that way, but again, it's a shame that the title threw me off so quickly, and also kind of the concept a bit. But yeah, I'm curious to know what happened to Katie, what the whole deal is, though I think I may have already nailed it. It's some sort of curse, Egyptian, King Ramses, the vengeful god or whatever, return the slab kind of bullshit, only it's kids getting kidnapped, mummified, yada yada, the plagues of Egypt, Say something, I be dead people. Oh no, not only is she a mummy, but she turned Jamaican. We getting so many monster movies. Wolfman, Frankenstein, now The Mummy. I know The Bride. I assume that's what they mean by Franken's the monster. Actually, did I complain about that when I covered The Bride trailer? They call him Frankie. It's the monster, anyway. The Wolfman. I didn't know we were getting a Wolfman movie. But yeah, and then The Mummy. Did they take the script? Well, no, because then we wouldn't. Yeah, was this supposed to be the sequel to the Tom Cruise movie that never got made because the whole thing flopped, and so they sort of like repurposed it into its own thing? The Bride of Frankenstein was going to be like another movie in that whole expanded universe, but since it fell through again, they're like, okay, well, we'll just make it its own standalone thing, not associated with that flop, right? Is that what's happening? Yeah, this should be called Say Something or What Happened to Katie. For real. Like, it's even the comments are getting in on this. Another comment I passed said they need to rename this, just straight up. Like, don't call it The Mummy, because a lot of people are seeing the good in it as it is, but no, I'm put off just by title alone. I do judge books by their cover. God damn it. Oh, so is this part of the Blumhouse Universal Monster franchise? Was Blumhouse holy shit, I was kidding, but I think I might. Hold on. I had no idea Blumhouse. I mean, I knew they did horror, but I didn't know they like had the monopoly on horror. Like, this is basically all the horror movies you've seen. Okay, The Wolfman 2025 was also them. Oh, Universal. That makes sense. So did Blumhouse just take the idea and ran with it? Oh, now I gotta see if... Okay, The Bride isn't Blumhouse either. Damn, I thought I was onto something. Like, it was a failed idea, but another studio is like, you know what, we'll do it. We could do better. But I think the moral of the story is that now just even the monopoly holder on horror franchises, that's not Universal, at least not anymore, has resorted to just bringing back old favorites again and again and again, and not even bothering to change the title. So anytime you're hanging out with friends or family and they're just like, hey, you want to see The Mummy? Tread lightly.